Producer Todd, I love the intro music there. That is awesome. My name is Kyle Whissel. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ. Joined as always, Jason Hall, Team Home Loans. Our super special guest today, Mr. Russ McKamey, the man, the myth, the legend behind McKamey Manor. So Russ was challenging me, wondering how many people are actually listening to this show. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give out this number. I want to see how quickly you guys can fill up the lines here. If you've got a question you want to ask Mr. McKamey himself, 888-344-1170, 888-344-1170. Get on the line. When you get on, I want your name, where you're from, and your question. I don't want a story. Name, where you're from, and your question for Russ, all right? So let's light those phone lines up, 888-344-1170. So Russ, when did McKamey Manor start?
I've been doing this forever, you know. So this version of it probably about 14 years, but it didn't matter where I was at. I could be on a ship, because I was in the Navy for 23 years, so I was doing a haunt on the ship in the middle of the Indian Ocean. It didn't matter where I was at. I was doing some form of McKamey Manor. And then when we came out in this area, of course, kept it going. And it just kind of grew and grew and grew, and it had to, you know, get a little more extreme and extreme and extreme as the year goes by, because people want bigger and better, and it's all about pleasing the audience. So it just kind of grew into this this monster that it is now. And it's fun, man. It's so much fun now. Holy cow, is it fun.
So one of the things we were talking about at the break that I think a lot of people don't know, there's not just a house. McKamey Manor is not one single place.
Nope. It's several locations. It's 4 different locations. And the reason why it takes 8 hours to get through it is because we don't know what's going on ourselves. Because the folks that work at these locations, we're also being controlled. The haunt is being streamed live to a certain area, and these folks are talking to us, and they're giving us directions on what area, what zone they want to have the folks go to, what challenges they want to see happen.
This is like a movie, right?
I swear it's like a movie like this. It's like almost like what, Hunger Games or
yeah, kind of, right? So that's why the actors love it, because they never know what's going on, and that's why they got to be on their A game, because we might go to Zone B or, you know, Zone Charlie.
Hey, speaking of the zones, what about Schwarzenegger? He did that one movie where they went to zones, and of course they had to die in those particular movies, but Schwarzenegger lived in.
Yeah.
But he was in zones. That made me think of that. This is wild, Russ. So do you have any siblings?
I do.
Did you torture kids?
No, man, I'm the nicest guy, man. I'm a wedding singer. How nice is that? You can't be a wedding singer and be a mean guy. And that's what people think. You know, they think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I'm just a, you know, I'm a 23-year Navy guy. I work for veterans now. You know, I've been doing weddings forever. I'm just an average, normal kind of guy that happens to love.
I'm an average normal guy with a crazy manner that I do. I have 28 people that torture.
So what inspires you? I mean, what happened in the Navy that makes you want to just torture people?
But that's, see, we're not torturing anybody. We're, you know, our haunt is actually a very PG-13 affair. Now, some things I do, you know, let's get it straight, because a lot of people think that that we're like other extreme haunts that use a lot of sexual innuendo and talk.
I've heard
and
about
themes.
this place.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
like, you know, blackout and what have you. We don't do any of that whatsoever. Ours is, there's no cussing. Our actors don't cuss. The audience, they cuss, right? But the actors,
I hear that doesn't work well for them.
No, if you cuss, then the mother's going to get really, really upset. We have no sexual themes. We have no religious themes. So, you know, a kid of 10 could walk through there and go, oh, that's really cool. Of course, we wouldn't let them because of the extreme nature, but it's more like a Indiana Jones movie on steroids. It's just so interactive. You're never still. You're involved every step of the way, and so it's
I'm excited to go watch it. We need to go check this out.
You know what? You're not going to get to go through it.
No, you can go through it. You want to go through it?
You got to go through it. You don't get to just like observe.
I'm not going through
unless we go to a secret location.
Yes, I think I want to check out. I think I'll pay to get a secret location.
That might be up my alley right there.
Well, that's in another state, so jump in your car then.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a caller here. Producer Todd, go ahead and give me Rusty from Washington. Rusty, you there? All right, bring it. What's your question for our big Mr. McKay over here? Or Miss McKamey?
What's going on, Rusty? How you doing? Hey, buddy. How you doing, man? Absolutely. Well, you know, if you're on a ship, you're pretty constrained. I was on a gator ship called an LHA, so I did a little haunt down in the well deck. So nothing real crazy. It was actually, we had like a dependence cruise, so we had the kids on board as well. It's when they, you know, they could let the kids and family cruise for a weekend or what have you. And so nothing too extreme, not like it is now. But it's just the fact that no matter where I was, I had to do something with haunting. I don't care if I was in a one bedroom apartment, I had to do the haunt. So, you know, but come on down, Rusty, and take a run. I'll get you head of the line, man, just for you, head of the line. Right on, man. Yeah, there's a big list. There's
one or two people. Like we said, the video's got almost 4 million views now, but just the last week, 2 million views on one video, dude. You're going big time, Russ.
That's crazy.
Thanks so much for the call, Rusty. We appreciate it, man. So I've got Krista sent a message on Facebook. She wants to know from you, Russ, what's the scariest thing you've ever experienced?
Oh, wow.
That's a great question.
That is a great question. Well, because there's scary reality, which I don't like, and there's scary play, which I like, right? So
give us both.
Oh my goodness, man, that's a good question. Holy smokes!
And just so you know, Russ, the board operators fold up all the lines and just brought down KCBQ.
Wow, man, I don't know.
There's some busy signals.
I don't know if I want to go there or not, man. You're getting me in my uncomfort zone right here. Wow. I don't know. There's so many scary things in real life, and that's why I do the haunt, to try to bring this massive show to folks to maybe get them out of the real world a little bit and give them some really high-end, spectacular entertainment that they're never gonna get or see anyplace else. And that's why I stay away from all the ugly stuff. I want to keep it very, very make-believe in a sense, and give them an adventure, and it really is, that that they can't find. And I want to be that guy, that haunt, that when the kids go see the mom and dad 20 years from now, and they're like, oh, mom, dad, man, there's haunt I went to. I want to be the haunt that the mom or dad says, man, no, son, let me tell you about the haunt that was really scary. If I get that, I'm good to go.
I think you have built up quite a reputation, Russ.
Did I dodge the answer pretty good? Did I dodge?
Yeah, I think you might have a future in politics.
Yeah,
who's
the next caller we got here?
Yeah, so next caller, let's go ahead and bring Natalie from Poway on the line. Natalie, you there?
Hey, Natalie, how you doing?
All right, what's your question for Russ?
Oh, are you the one who left me that crazy letter on my window this morning?
Oh,
You've got stalkers, man.
I got stalkers, man. It freaked me out, man. I walked out to my car about 6 in the morning. I'm seeing this letter thinking, oh my God, here it starts now. Because for you folks that don't know, there's a lot of haters out there. They either love us or they hate us. And we get like death threats, like daily. I'm talking serious, crazy death threats.
All right, so which one is Mrs. King here?
Oh, no, I think she's okay. So Natalie,
Stalker? Yes.
Oh yeah, no, she's a good one. She's a good one. So then I see this little thing on my window, and I go, oh my God! I take it in there, we open it up, and it's all bloody and everything. In fact, the blood's still on my hand. Look at it there. See it?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Natalie, his fingers are still red.
Yep. Thanks a lot,
He's not
Natalie.
lying.
Appreciate it. We got something special for you when you come to the haunt. We got something planned. But so yeah, it was just a fan letter. And how cool is that, right? I got the coolest fans in the world, man. So I really appreciate you taking the time, stalking me out, now knowing where I'm at. Thanks, Natalie. But yeah, man, I appreciate it. That was cool. That was cool. Really cool.
Thanks so much for the call, Natalie. So you're listening to Whissel Wednesdays here, KCBQ 1170. Join in studio, Mr. Russ McKamey. So I got one more question here from Facebook I want to ask you, and this is from Kristen. She wants to know, do you ever fear for your safety while people are going through the haunt?
No, not at all, because it's really well controlled. And again, we screen everybody to the 10th degree, man. I talk to them on Skype and in person, on the phone. I want to make sure we got some really good, stable people going through, and they got to be physically okay, mentally okay. And it really is a family affair, because when you come through and you're only just two folks doing it, it's like you're friends. And so literally, they're not strangers to me. They're my friends who are coming through. And so because of that, and because people know the rules and they know not to fight back, even though sometimes
just
You know,
naturally might
it's a
fight.
natural
You got
reaction.
somebody far enough in a corner. they're gonna
Yeah,
come
yeah,
out
and you've
swinging.
probably seen some videos of like, you know, looks like, holy crud, what happened there? That's because they fought back. So the best advice that I can give you is just be calm, go through it, don't fight it because you're not gonna win.
You did catch that, guys. 28-2. I don't know if that's a fight you want to pick.
Yeah, you're not gonna win, trust me. So just go through it, enjoy it. But yeah, so I've never feared, you know, but except for all the crazy stuff going on. I mean, again, it's nuts. But yeah, so good question, man. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, we are going to head to break again. You're listening to Russ McKamey, the man, the myth, the legend behind McKamey Manor. You're listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ 1170. We'll be right back.